Hi everyone, this is Oscar, known as Sysop or West Dallas, depending where I game or work. In this video, I'm showing you, or will show you, how to reset the root password on a CentOS 8 machine, CentOS 8 server. This is a requirement as part of the RHCSA exam. You have to know how to pass it or do this in order to pass the exam. So if you don't know how to do this, you pretty much automatically fail. I'm logged into one of my virtual machines that I used to study on. Like I said in the other videos, I'm intermediate when it comes to my experience with Linux, but I don't have any certs in it. So in a lot of places, you know, not to get political or anything, a lot of people have like 80 certs but don't know anything, and some people know a lot of stuff and don't have any certs. So it all depends too, because you know, I understand that a lot of the certs cover everything, and sometimes you're not gonna need all that. So just some jobs you might just do the same thing every day, but whatever. I'm going away from the thing here on the wild tangent. So yeah, I'm gonna force reset that. Yes, I know, I don't want to. So let's go back. So what you have to do is, did this thing? Yes, it did. Okay. So essentially what we're gonna have to do is, when you first boot up the machine, it's going to go into what's called the grub selection screen, or the what you want to boot. So when we're on that screen, we're gonna want to edit the, see there on that screen, we'll hit the letter E to edit. And why is this thing not cooperating? Let's try that again, shall we? I changed it to 1 second for the boot up time, and that's because I was doing some other thing. But there we would hit E, the letter E on the first one, and this is what shows up. So here we have to change, and you have to know all this by heart. The reason why is because it saves a lot of time in the exam. So we go to the part where it says Linux. Now in CentOS 7 it used to say Linux 16, but now it just says Linux. So you want to use your arrow keys or whatever, scroll all the way down to where it says Linux. Right after the X, you want to hit the end key on your keyboard. It's going to take you to the end of the line there, or after quiet. So it's right there. Or you can't see it because I'm remote, but you would type in rd.break and then hit Control and X. And I forgot to say, this video is for beginners, so, or intermediate, you know, it's not for advanced people. So it's a quick video. So if you have any questions, just bear with me and leave a comment, or if I have to, I'll make another video. But once you hit Control X, it's gonna boot up that setting you just did, and it's gonna get us to the screen. So what we're gonna do, we have to remount the system in read-write mode. So what we're gonna do is type mount, and then -O, and then remount, and then comma RW / sysroot. So what this is saying is, we want to mount our /sysroot folder. We want to remount it and make it read-writable. That's what that's basically saying. Now once we're in there, we want to change the shell, or chroot. It's called chroot. I don't know the technical definition of it, but we have to do it. So, and again, we do it there. Chroot /sysroot. Now chroot, the way I remember it is I am Groot. That's how I remember it. So I don't know how you want to remember that, but that's how I remember it. So once we're there, we're in that, then what you want to do is you want to run the password command. And so for right now, just for testing purposes, I'm going to just type in students. Enter. Yes, I know. Student. Now obviously you're going to change it to something that either you were told to change it to, or something that's more secure than that, obviously. Once we do that, then we have to we have to have SE Linux or Linux or however you want to pronounce it redo its files or redo the thing it does. So we have to create a file. We do touch, and then we do a / first, then a dot, and then auto relabel. What this does is it creates a file, I'm assuming in the root directory, because there's a / and it has a dot in front of it because that makes it invisible to normal searches. Now I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know how all that works as far as why you have to do it this way, but you do have to put the / first. So it's touch space / dot auto relabel, and when you hit enter, you won't see anything. Then after that, and sometimes I forget when I'm in a rush and I'm doing a practice exam. I'm in a rush and I'll forget that it's / dot. So when I can't remember for whatever reason, I have anxiety. So I'll just type touch / dot auto relabel or touch dot / auto relabel, both of them, and it'll work either way, as long as you do both. If you're in a pinch and forget, but I've done it a few hundred times now, and when I'm not in a anxiety mode, I remember clearly. So this is clearly one of those moments. So anyways, you're gonna hit exit to get out of there, and then we're gonna hit exit again, and you're gonna see a message saying, "Oh, we gotta redo our SE Linux stuff." When you see this is a good sign, because this is what we want to see. Now this can take, I don't know, depending on your system, it can take 5 minutes, it could take 20 minutes, so this would be a good time for a coffee break now, or a smoke break, or whatever you want to do on your break. But during the testing, it shouldn't take that long. It might take it 3 minutes maybe, and in this particular scenario, it's probably going to take a minute or two, because I just keep this as a lean system for testing. So every time I test or do something, I always erase it, and I have my default CentOS 8 set up, so in case I mess up or whatever, I can just clone it or snapshot it and keep on trucking. So anyways, it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna boot up, and there it goes. Hit enter, and then we'll get back into the Linux machine. I already forgot what I said the password was. Should have wrote it down. Oh well. So let's let this thing do its thing. It takes a little bit, so. Oh, it's graphical mode? I thought I had it on. Oh, I guess it's just. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. So root. This is just for showing an example. You mostly never want to log in as root, but just to show you, root STUDENT. There we go. So that's how you do it. Now, during the test, I don't know how you want to do it, but what I'm going to do when I take my test in June is the first thing I'm going to do is reset the root password, so I can do all the commands that they want me to do under root, because it's way faster than hitting sudo for every damn thing. Sudo, 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 sudo. And you can do sudo -i, but you have to be under the wheel group for that, and they're not going to add you as a wheel under the wheel group. They're not going to append you as a user to that. You have to do it. So even if you do, you can just say, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll just sudo -i and go from there." But no, you can't do that, because you don't know. First of all, you don't know the root password, and then you have to know the root password to append your regular user to the wheel group. So again, to save time, you just want to go ahead and figure the password out as soon as possible, and then go from there. Now, some other tips here real quick is you want to practice this all the time. This is one of the few things that will automatically fail you on your RHCSA test. I've seen a lot of posts, a few posts online where people have failed because they didn't know this, and they've mentioned that the person or the teacher teaching them just told them how to do it the old school way or the CentOS 6 way, and I don't believe it. I don't believe them, because in a lot of books and online, it'll tell you that CentOS 7 and CentOS 8 are different. So I usually don't believe them when they say that, because if you're studying a book to pass the RHCSA for CentOS 7 or 8, it'll tell you that you have to and it's called interrupting the boot process. That's what that's called. Well, that's it. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Any suggestions, leave a comment. Like, subscribe. I love you all and all everything. I guess you'll hear my sexy voice on the next video. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.